Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bean Museum. I'm standing in front of our Organism of the Month for December, the unicorn of the sea, the one-horned wonder, the dentist's nightmare, the narwhal, which is hanging from the nard ceiling. While narwhals may look like whales, their closest evolutionary relative is actually the unicorn. Graphics team, could we get this diagram on the screen? Perfect. So many phylogenetic studies have actually shown that...
You can't just make things up.
But what are unicorns related to?
Cut.
Okay, so narwhals are actually whales. They are part of the subfamily of toothed whales that includes animals like orcas and belugas. Their favorite food is fish and chips, minus the chips and the whole deep frying part. They really like to eat halibut, cod, squid, things like that. So this giant thing sticking out of the narwhal's face, it's actually not a horn, it's a tooth, or technically a tusk. In male narwhals, shortly after birth, the left tooth will erupt through their upper lip and form the tusk. And the area where it protrudes actually never fully heals and is typically infested with these tiny little whale lice. Pretty gross. The tusk may be the narwhal's most iconic feature, but its purpose is actually a source of heated scientific debate. Now scientists know that they don't really use it to fight off predators or to break through ice. And there is one video that shows them sort of using it to stun prey, but they definitely don't use it to stab prey. Imagine if it gets a fish stuck on the end, it doesn't have any hands to get it off. So what do they use it for? Some experts say that the purpose of the narwhal's tusk is for sexual selection, since males have tusks and most females don't. Just like how a male peacock has big, bright feathers to attract mates, perhaps the narwhal's tusk fulfills the same purpose. My personal theory is that the narwhals use their tusk to play horseshoes with each other underwater. Technically, this hasn't been observed yet in the wild either, and I would test it right now, but she confiscated my horseshoe. Another more recent theory is that the tusk is primarily a sense organ. It does have nerves that run down the length of it that can potentially sense temperature and saltiness, so it could be useful for navigation. Not all narwhal experts buy into this sensing theory though. If the tusk was so useful as a sense organ, why don't females or other toothed whales have something similar? Additionally, males typically have a shorter lifespan than females, meaning that the tusk probably has some disadvantages, something that's more similar to a sexually selected trait, like with our peacock feathers. But the jury is still out. Maybe you can become the narwhal expert that settles this debate for good. If you want to come see the narwhal and his tusk, make sure to come in soon, because this exhibit won't always be here.
That one? That's an antler, not a tusk.
Wait, really?
Yeah. But if you want to find out more about the real narwhal tusk and learn the difference between tusks, antlers, and horns, then come into the museum before January 9th.
You can also bring in a completed narwhal coloring page found on our website for a chance to win free ice cream. For this month only, we also have these limited edition narwhal collectible cards. And trust me, these cards are way cool. Do I have to put those up?
Yes.
Next month, our organism of the month is the sidewinder, an animal that is virtually identical to our narwhal. The only difference being maybe that the narwhal's tooth doesn't inject venom, which is probably a good thing. All right, I'm gonna stop talking before I say something that actually gets me fired. Make sure to come in and check out the narwhal before it leaves on January 9th. Peace.